the vital first injury prevention step that most fitness coaches skip over. Hey, I'm Sarah from mostmotion, and I'm here with another Mobility Matters episode for every sports and fitness coach who wants simple injury prevention measures to help their clients and their friends, family, whoever, to avoid injury and really skyrocket their performance results as well. Okay, so what is the first step? Well, it's feedback. And if we don't get feedback from our clients, we can't actually help them prevent injury. So the more feedback we get, the better. But most fitness coaches skip over this bit because they're so desperate to help. They want to provide people with a solution that they miss out a huge element of feedback. So there's two elements of feedback. The first one is verbal, and I say that's the first one because that's the one most coaches rely on, okay? But the problem with verbal feedback is that you need your client to recognize there's a problem and have the language skills to be able to tell you about it, okay? If they have emotional barriers, if they don't have, let's say they're kids and they don't have the emotional maturity to explain to you what the problem is that they're feeling, then that means that you're missing out on a huge element of feedback. So if you don't, if your clients don't have that awareness, then you don't get the information that you need, and that creates a cycle of, it basically leads down a dead end because you'll circle around the same old problems all the time until new kind of evidence, if you like, appears, until they register what the problem is, and then they can tell you about it. Might take months, might take weeks, might take years even. You just don't know because you're relying on them to tell you what the problem is. But the second element of feedback that most coaches don't even pay any attention to is visual feedback. Now, as human beings, we are hugely reliant on our eyes. Our eyes are a primary feedback sensory organ, if you like, and that means that we can see an awful lot more information than we hear. Okay, I'll say that again. We see an awful lot more information than we hear. Okay, so if we don't pay attention to our clients' behavior and the little tricks that their bodies are showing us, they're not saying, the client's not saying it, the body is showing us what the problems are. If we don't recognize those and we don't take those into consideration, we're missing out on huge opportunity to help our clients avoid injury. So I'm just looking at my notes because my brain, I have a memory like a sieve, okay? So yeah, the trick is to recognize the clues that our clients' bodies are showing us. And an example of that might be, like, it's my experience that if a client can't sit still properly or they can't relax, or they just seem to kind of have to want to do everything, you know, do something all the time. My mum used to call this having ants in your pants. You can't sit still properly. It's my experience, having done years of soft tissue treatment on people, that this is a classic sign of agitation and muscle tightness around the spine. Okay, so if you know that that behavior is indicating a problem inside of the body that you can help with, that gives you an awful lot more information to go on, because your client might not be sleeping properly. You know, if there's agitation around the spine, it can contribute to poor sleep. It can contribute to things like restless leg syndrome, because if your spine isn't relaxed, then your body can't go into rest and digest, which it needs to sleep. And it's my experience that this kind of problem can even wake people up in the middle of the night. Like, they just can't drop off to sleep, and when they do, they just kind of jump and wake up sometimes. And if you know about this, and you know that you can do something about it, and you can use your skills as a fitness coach to help improve that movement so that you're reducing that tightness around the spine, you can help your client a lot more. They might just say things like, I felt really tired this week, or, do you know, I couldn't be bothered. And they might not stick to your programming. They might make really poor nutrition choices. They might struggle with motivation, things like that. but they're not telling you what the real problem is. But if you can see it, then you can do something about it, okay? So, in conclusion, just to make sure I'm not ranting, if we don't learn to use what we see in our clients' behavior, then we're missing out on huge ways that we can help them to improve their performance, stick to our coaching, and even prevent injury as well. And if we can do that, that's when our coaching has really far-reaching results. So it will help people sleep properly. It will help with their motivation. It will help with their mood. It will help with their nutrition choices. It will help in so many different ways just because you could see beyond the words, okay? And that's why I'm creating a course to show exactly what these behavioral signs are, okay? And I'm putting it together with 2 courses that I already have, that already exist, and I'm calling it the Vault of Injury Prevention Secrets, okay? It's not ready yet. I'm not going to deny that. It's not ready yet. We're starting to put the training together next week. You can come and join us if you want to on a backstage pass. There's so much stuff in there already made that you can dive into straight away. But you can also join us live for this training, and you can get involved and ask your questions and pick my brains as we go through putting this course together. If you want to get in on the backstage pass, then just comment below on this video and I will share the link with you and you can get involved that way. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to add your comments and your reactions and all that kind of stuff as you watch it, if you're watching the replay. And also, if you're watching the replay, you can come and join us live as we do these videos at the Smart Folks Facebook group. We're live every Friday at 8:30 a.m. UK time. And you can join us at smartfolks.com. That's smarttfolks.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.